Hi everybody, Bob Bando here. I'm here to do a little studio tour for you. I wouldn't really call it a studio, just a place I do my drum covers. Show you some equipment. Real quick, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I won't bore you. I've been playing for a long time. I guess I got my inspirations back in listening to music in the 60s, so got Ringo and the famous Charlie Watts, may he rest in peace, great drummer. Those are my first couple inspirations right there. And then I'm a product of the 70s, classic rock, so John Bonham, my favorite drummer, big inspiration. Simon Kirke from Bad Company, love his style. Steve Bergita from Artful Dodger. I'm from Cleveland, so I've seen him live many times. I love the way he plays. So lately I've been doing a lot of 60s music, listening to drummers like Bobby Elliott from the Zombies and Dino Dinelli from the Rascals. Great drummers. Most of my drum covers that I do, I'd say 80% of them, I don't practice them. I've heard them so many times, I just kind of sit down and play them, and then I make mistakes. And I don't redo them. I just leave them there. That's the fun of it. I'm only doing this for fun, so I just leave them in there, and I just bang away and do the best I can. So I just like to show you some of my equipment, and here we go. I use a set of Yamaha Stage Customs. I've got a 22-inch bass. I have a Gibraltar rack with a 10, 12, and a 13-inch tom, a 14 and a 16-inch bass, floor tom. I use an array of cymbals. I have a Meinl Crash. This one is a 16. I have a 14. I have a Zildjian Trash Crash. I have a inexpensive 12-inch Wuhan China cymbal, a 10-inch splash on top. Coming around the backside here, I have a Sabian 20-inch ride, and I have a Zildjian 18-inch crash ride. Also, this is one a lot of people ask me about. This is a Zildjian 16-inch impulse crash with a big crack in it. It's from the 70s, and everybody asked me, hey, shouldn't you replace it? Probably. I just love the way it sounds. I don't know if I have an emotional attachment to it or not, but I just like the cymbal. Someday I'll probably replace it. My microphones are from Digital Reference. They're an inexpensive set of mics. Nothing special, but they do the job. Probably on my heads I use Evans Hydraulics 360s with Remo mufflers. On my snare I use a level 360 Evans, also with a Remo muffler. I like my drums tuned high, and I like my snare drum with a lot of pop to it. So that's what I use there. Probably the most expensive part of my equipment would be the DW direct drive machined pedal and the DW hi-hat stand. And I got the one with the two legs. Those things are pretty expensive, but they're worth it. They're about $500 a piece. My music is recorded. I use an iPad for the music, and my mixer is a Samsung mixer. Nothing special, but everything goes through it. Camera I use is a Zoom Q4N, and it would be mounted on this tripod. And I use some accent lighting right there, which is called the Par Light. You can use it with the music. You can use it fade in, fade out, or just pick any color you want. pretty decent. Nothing expensive there either. Most of the sticks I use are Vic Firth, but I do have a little selection going on up here. I always have to use a stick with some kind of a wrap because I have big hands and I have a hard time holding the sticks. And I recently found a ProMark, let's see, Glen Kochi signature stick, and if you can see it here on camera, it's got these right there on the handle. They're really nice to hold. They're almost 17 inches long. I like a longer stick too. And my amp, which if I want to hear the music down here while it's playing, that's what I use. So everything goes through the board, through the mixer, and then I use a Pinnacle 23 Studio editing on the computer to put everything together. I'm still learning that, but I do the best I can. I have some array of headphones here. These Vic Firth noise canceling headphones. Shure in-ear monitors, which I'm using right now. They're the Shure 215s in-ear monitors. I don't know if you can see those. These things work really great. That's what I've been using lately. And I use a rock and sock seat and my Zeppelin wall. It's kind of my favorite wall behind me here. It's Jimmy Page's book. John Bonham's sticks. And a clock. And this one here, my son actually made that in school for me. It's pretty cool. These here would be Jason's sticks. This Led Zeppelin book. And Bonzo's new book. I got the special edition Zeppelin first album. A couple of Zeppelin posters. Obviously you can see Zeppelin's my favorite band. I'll show you this from the front view. Excuse me for the camera work, I'm not real good at doing this. Got all the Zeppelin album covers. And this is what it looks like. So that's really about it. Any questions or comments, feel free to let me know. And meanwhile, I'll just keep plugging away and doing the best I can. And I appreciate everyone's support, everyone that watches, everyone that gives me nice comments and subscribes and likes my videos. I really appreciate it. I'm just a weekend hack having a good time. So again, thank you everybody, and thanks for listening.